Questions?
Yeah, I guess just any thoughts on how it went defensively?
Good, it went good. That's how we wanted to finish our spring, carry it over into the summer and just keep it rolling. But defensively wise, I feel like we came out strong. We executed our calls, and we just want to keep working throughout the summer to get ready for fall.
Any areas of strength, whether it be in the pass game or the run game or the pass rush, anywhere where you feel you guys did the best?
I feel in the past, we had a lot of interceptions out here. They had like one big run, but I feel like our pass defense is definitely coming on strong with a lot of pressures and stuff like that.
Has it been a good time learning under Roger Cooper? He's obviously made some changes and they're working.
Yeah, I love Coach Coop, man. He's just such a good guy to work with. He understands, he listens to you, and he just encourages you every day to come out here and get better. That's a great D coordinator to play for.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
Oh, I guess that was one of the, I know that's one of the main areas of emphasis is pass coverage, both up front and in the back, and they kind of help each other out. I guess, how do you think the pass defense kind of progressed this spring?
I feel like we progressed a lot. As a D line, we've all been, we've been working on beating blocks and stuff like that. Past fall, we struggled with getting stuck on blocks, things like that. So this spring, we were just, getting after, putting a lot of pressure on and things like that, and the back end was just rolling with us.
Hey, RASHEED, you're coming off some injuries over time. How do you feel?
I feel good, man. I sat out my second season with a hurt foot. Last year, I had a cast on for a little bit, but I feel it good, man. I'm feeling a lot faster, stronger, and just every day getting better.
You look lean.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess just overall thoughts.
Today or spring as a whole?
Today to start.
Today?
Yeah.
Could have been better. I think we did some good things. I think, it's defense playing well, and that's a good thing. Guys are flying around, but we need to do a little bit better on offense, but that's all right. I think we did some good things.
Hey, Tanner, under the new offensive coordinator, are there any major differences? I haven't seen a lot of differences so far in the spring, or is that something that'll come in the fall?
Yeah, not a ton of change. Just a few little things here and there, I think, was kind of what Coach Ferreter wanted to do when he got here. But as far as the offense as a whole, not a lot of new terminology or a lot of new stuff put in, really. Just little nuances here and there.
How much stock do you put into something like this where you're going against your own guys and they kind of know what to expect to a certain extent?
As a competitor, you always want to go out there and do well and win the day, I guess. But not too much. It's a good thing. We're at the end of the day, we're all one team. So if our defense is playing like that, that's usually a good sign for us. I'm glad we don't got to go up against those guys on Saturdays come the season. But yeah, I think it's a positive thing.
Phenicie always talks about how you're the hardest on yourself and you're the biggest critic, and you watch film the most seriously. Is that always been your way of playing this game, is just being hard on yourself?
That's something I could get better at, I guess, but just high expectations. Want to do the right thing and put everybody in the right place to be successful. But I wouldn't, not too hard, just want to be right for the guys.
Cool.
What are you seeing pass coverage-wise, both up front and on the back end?
Out of those guys?
Yeah.
I think they're doing great. Our safeties this season, or this spring right here, they're disguising things real well, not giving me many tells. The D-line is rushing the passer real well, getting to me real well. But just guys flying around on defense. From the back end all the way down, guys are athletic, moving around, and really understanding what they're doing and playing ball well.
Is this what you expected from everyone today? The challenge was there and everyone was giving each other a hard time challenging each other?
Right, absolutely, yeah. Wanted to be a little more competitive as an offense, but as far as the energy and all that, yeah, I love when the defense gets going and pushing us and we're pushing back. I think that's what, makes teams excel to the next level, and I think we're doing a good job of that.
Just one question, last one for me. Today, what stood out to you as the strength on your guys' team?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch it first, and see. But I couldn't.
That's my favorite answer.
I really couldn't tell you.
Coach.
No, you're good.
I'm not totally sure.
No, you're fine.
Any more questions?
Any thoughts on spring ball as a whole?
It was a blast, that's for sure. Love the group of guys. Everybody out here pushing each other every day. Really close, we're pushing each other for the right reasons. We know what we're doing, trying to make everybody better. We brought the energy every day. It was a blast with the coaches. Just a real fun experience getting better with the guys.
Nice defensive effort, Coop. 4 interceptions.
Yeah, it was fun to watch them up there. We did some good things, but then we let some big plays get away from us. So one of them was on me. So I got some wanting to do too. So, but overall, it was fun to watch.
Everyone's talking about the defense, and you wanted this defense to make a name for itself. Is this the kind of name that you wanted today from them?
This was their first test, and I think they did well. We have to watch it and grade it, but there's some guys that shined, really stepped up, and they really took their role and are running with it. So that's good to see.
Absolutely. So, what was the down and back, the running? Was it something?
So any personal foul.
Yeah.
Yep. The second guy gets caught, and he got caught, so they had to run.
Absolutely. Very nice. Okay, so other than the running and the following, all that, today your defense came out and did what they were supposed to do. Overall, is there something that you could point to that needs to be that strength and that needs to be fixed? I know you haven't watched tape though.
No, I think what went well was we walked through. We said you'll see these formations, you'll see these plays. This is how we want you to react within these calls. And they executed that, and that worked well, and they ran the ball and tackled okay. So those were all positives. And then there were just some mental busts that can happen. So
learning still.
Yep, learning a little bit. Yep.
Okay.
What do you make of any progress the pass coverage has made both up front on the line and then in the back end as well?
Yeah, we were able to mix our coverage a little bit, so it doesn't always look the same and feel the same to the offense, and I think that was a real positive. Moving post-snap instead of pre-snap, we worked on a lot, and that was great. We're just not good enough to line up in one thing and run it. We have to kind of disguise what we're doing a little bit, still be able to be sound. So that was a huge part of what we were working on, and that went really well this summer.
Hey, Coop.
Summer.
The spring as a whole, is there anybody that stood out for you from a defensive standpoint? Any player or two?
When you take transfers, they're always coin flips. So Kai Noah and Chris McFarland are both great kids that competed. And then Corey Garcia, unfortunately, had a knee injury here, but he has his chance, and he did what he was supposed to do. And so that was good to see those guys we haven't seen compete yet, and to see that we didn't miss. Because sometimes you miss, and we didn't. Those are great kids and great football players.
Yeah, it's not an exact science.
Yeah.
Coach, any thoughts on how it all went today?
No, other than it was fun watching everybody run around and finally get to go live with each other and seeing the running backs run a little bit and defense hit and just have a good old traditional ones-on-ones, twos-on-twos spring scrimmage.
You always talk about seeing the tape. I wasn't here last week. Did you see last week's scrimmage change to this week, like improvement?
Yeah, the kids ramped it up a little bit more today. I think last week we were mixing thud tempo and live, and I think they treated it more game-like today and did a good job.
I was told, or seemingly, that this was probably one of the best turnouts for a spring game in a while here. Does that make you feel any type of way, knowing that you've got fans behind you and supporters?
Hey, that just means we got to win. That's great, though. No, it was fun. That's why we set it up the way we did, where we put the team on one side. That way we had the berm open for everybody, and appreciate everybody coming out. And really the guy that really made a difference, Ross, come here. Is Ross Cunningham right now, the super fan. Came back from Afghanistan, and he let us out of the tunnel. So this dude right here, it was fun having him here too.
Well, how does it feel to be here on the spring game? Does this excite you for football season?
It really does. I'm really looking forward to the football season this coming year. The defense especially played outstanding today. I'm looking forward to that.
He's not the coach's view of it.
He's excited. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That dude's a stud. Love him.
Hey, Rob, how about from your perspective? Last year things seemed to go pretty smooth, but with you traveling back and forth and everything, things just seem to go smoother, in my opinion, this year. Was everybody more comfortable this spring?
Yeah, the big thing is everybody knew the system, knew the routine, and there was nothing. Last year everything was new that we did, and it's not new, and we haven't changed anything that we do in terms of our procedure. And we're not going to change. We do what we do, and the kids like structure, and we provide structure, and I think that's a good thing.
Hey, Coach, just out of curiosity, have you heard anything from Matt?
Trox? We talk to him. We talk to him all the time, and I tell him how much better Ferreter is than him. He gets mad. So No, I talk to him all the time. He's having a great time out there, learning a lot. You know, he gets to sit in the staff room with Mike Riley, which is unbelievable, and that's something that is invaluable.
Are there goals that the offense and defense have going into a game like
this? No, just play. Just, you know, I always come back to attitude and effort. You know, and that's what I'm looking at. You know, there's a couple of times the O-line was standing around or not taking the field, and I'm hollering at them to push the pile, and we got to get back into. That's our standard of play, and we got to get back into that routine.
Rob, now then, when you guys come back in August, do you start adding more things? Do you start refining what you're doing now?
It's all refined. What we did is who we are and what we got, and we'll refine some things. Maybe put a twist in here or there, but 99% of it is in, and that's what you want to accomplish in spring ball. Last year we didn't even get to that. You know, we were very basic, and when Trox got here, you know, he put his handprint on it. Well, that, you know, Mike was here from the beginning of spring ball, obviously from January, and we had time as coaches to meet on it, meet with the players, and there will be nothing new in August, you know, save for a few wrinkles.
And I think I know the answer to this, but today, what stood out to you as your strength?
My strength?
No.
My curls?
You is the team.
No, the team. I don't know. I like the effort. I like the enthusiasm. I like the fact that they were chirping at one another. And then after everybody shakes hands, there's a level of competitiveness that this team has that you have to have, and that's what I like from that standpoint. I like we didn't have a lot of procedural mistakes out of both offensive and defensive staffs. We made it difficult by going Canadian League and having half the offense on one side, or the offense on half the side and defense on the other side, and when we got things done there, we got signals communicated, and there was no substitution issues, and those are things that I'm looking at to make sure we're smooth.
Hey Rob, just what do you think about the new kickoff rule?
I don't know. I really, what I'm going to do is call Bobby with his special teams expertise. I don't know. We weren't very good at kickoff return last year for us. Shoot, we might as well fair catch it every time. But I don't know. I'm going to talk to him and see what type of strategy people are going to use. So he's different. He loves kickoff return. That's one of his babies. So he'll probably say he ain't going to fair catch it, knowing him. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. I got to call some of my friends around and see what they think. Interesting. Kickoffs are going to be eliminated here sooner or later. Oh. I believe.
Any more questions?
Was the second consecutive Saturday of a lot of interceptions, was that based on the consistency of the defense or the offense not learning enough?
That I don't know. I'll have to look at the film and see. You know, so I know a couple of them were just a misread by the quarterback, but I'll look at the film and see before I determine that.
And again, it seemed like what was your opinion on the run defense versus the run offense?
Like I said, I'll look at it. I like the way our running backs ran. They ran hard. There was some running in space, but also they dropped us on some short yardage situations. Dropped the offense, I should say, on some short yardage situations. And I said I'll look at the film and we'll figure out what's good, what's bad, right, wrong, ugly, all that stuff.